You know that feeling, right? That mid-afternoon slump hits and all you want is a quick nap. We've all been there. But what if that little snooze is actually a double-edged sword? For years, we've heard it all. Naps are a secret productivity hack. Then you hear, no, naps are a sign of bad health. So, what's the deal? Let's jump in and actually figure out the science behind the siesta.
So, what is the real story? Is that little daily nap supercharging your brain and protecting your heart? Or is it maybe a warning sign for something a little more serious going on? Well, the truth is, it's kind of complicated, and we're about to find out exactly why.
All right, first things first, let's look at the powerful case for napping. Because, when you do it right, the benefits are honestly pretty amazing. And look, this isn't just some cute little saying. It's actually backed by some very serious science, especially when we start talking about your heart. Okay, this number is just staggering. It comes from a massive Harvard study that followed over 23,000 people. What they found was that people who napped regularly had a stunning 37% lower risk of dying from heart disease. I mean, to put that into perspective, that's the kind of benefit you see from making huge lifestyle changes like overhauling your diet, all from just taking a simple nap.
And the good news doesn't stop there. Another study found that a midday nap can lower your blood pressure by an average of 5 points. Now, that is comparable to the effect of taking an actual low-dose blood pressure medication. It's a small change for sure, but with a potentially huge impact.
So we know naps are good for the heart. That's settled. But what about our brains? Well, it turns out they might just be one of the most powerful brain boosters you can get. Think of your brain's short-term memory kind of like a full email inbox. A good nap helps you file away all the important messages, which clears up space for new information to come in. It sharpens your focus, it stabilizes your mood, it basically gives your brain a much-needed reboot in the middle of the day.
So, are you ready to pencil in a nap every single day? Well, not so fast. Because for every study that celebrates napping, there's another one that raises a pretty serious red flag. And this, my friends, is where the story gets really interesting.
This chart just perfectly captures the confusion, right? On one side, you have all these incredible benefits, enhanced learning, lower blood pressure. But then you look at the other column and you see these scary links to cognitive decline and even a higher risk of heart disease. How can both of these things possibly be true?
I mean, really? What is happening here? How can the exact same behavior lead to such wildly different outcomes? It seems impossible, but believe it or not, there's a really clear scientific reason for this paradox, and we are about to uncover it.
Okay, so to solve this nap puzzle, we need to dig into the biology of sleep itself. The clues are all hidden in how our bodies actually regulate when and how we rest. So there are basically two key systems that control your sleep. First, you've got what's called sleep pressure. It's a chemical called adenosine that literally builds up in your brain the longer you're awake, making you feel more and more tired. And second, you have your body clock, your circadian rhythm, which tells you when you should feel alert and when you should feel sleepy. When these two are in sync, you sleep great. When they're not, well, you've got a problem.
And this all brings us to the most crucial point of this whole thing. Maybe the problem isn't the nap at all. What if, in a lot of these cases, the need for frequent long naps is actually a symptom of a much deeper issue?
Researchers actually have a name for this. They call it essential napping. And this isn't your strategic 20-minute power nap. This is a nap your body literally forces you to take, often because of an underlying problem like chronic inflammation. Your body is basically trying to conserve energy to fight something off.
And that is the key to the entire paradox. In those big studies showing negative outcomes, the strong need to nap might just be a warning sign, a smoke signal that your body is sending up about a hidden health problem. The disease is causing the nap, not the other way around. Now, the other massive piece of the puzzle is simply how long you nap. A short 10 to 20-minute nap gives you that quick boost of alertness without the grogginess. But if you nap for, say, 30 to 60 minutes, you risk waking up from deep sleep, which can leave you feeling foggy and maybe even worse than before. We call that sleep inertia. For a full reset, a 90-minute nap is the magic number because it lets you complete one full sleep cycle.
Okay, so with all this science in our back pocket, how can we make napping actually work for us? Let's build a super practical guide to turn your nap into a true secret weapon.
All right, here is your perfect nap menu. If you just need a quick boost in alertness to get through the day, 10 to 20 minutes is your absolute sweet spot. Are you studying for a big test? A 60-minute nap can actually help your brain lock in all that information.
And if you're seriously sleep deprived, a 90-minute nap is what you need for a full system reset.
But remember, getting the duration right is only part of the equation. You also have to create the perfect environment for that nap. So here's a quick checklist for you.
First off, timing is everything. You want to aim for the early afternoon, definitely before 3 p.m., so you don't mess with your nighttime sleep. Next, create your nap cave. You want it cool, dark, and quiet. And finally, the golden rule of napping: set an alarm. A strategic nap is always an intentional one. Don't leave it up to chance.
So, there you have it. The great nap debate is kinda settled. It's not really about if you nap, it's all about how and why you're napping. So the next time you feel that afternoon slump coming on, just ask yourself, is this a call for a strategic recharge, or is my body trying to tell me something a little more important?